Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. This is our video. This is the Porsche 911 991 GT3 front bumper. We're busy doing an upgrade on a C2S. So basically putting the front end of the GT3 on a C2S of the same chassis, so it's still going to be a 991. Only the front bumper that we're going to put on is going to be a lot more aggressive. Now this is just the standard bumper itself. We've got all of the fixings, the mounts, the mesh parts and everything that we need. So everything so far is going to go pretty smoothly. There is one issue though, and I'll tell you about that now. This here is a piece of mesh obviously, and this is a mount for this mesh. Now what happens is, this mesh sits on this mount like so, and then if I just kneel down here, it fits underneath here and screws into place like that, which is pretty standard. It looks absolutely fine. Obviously the green dot, it's just a sticker, will come off. So that's basically what's supposed to happen. Now you can see on the on this mesh part here that you've got holes for screws. So what happens is, you see the mesh has been cut away perfectly where the holes are for the screws. So that what you can do is, from the underside you put your screws through and it sandwiches the mesh in between this mount here and the actual bumper. Now that's where the problem is arising here. I'm going to put that to one side for now, and we're going to look on the other side of the bumper. So if I can just ignore my funky slippers, turn the bumper around and put it sort of face down. It doesn't matter about splashing it or anything because it needs to be repainted in any case. It's going on a white car, so the bumper is currently black, as you can see. Right, so you can see the gap here, and we'll get our mesh piece and mount. Right, so what should happen is that should go onto there like that. All seems pretty standard so far. However, this is where the problem is. These are your holes for your screws. Now, to show you this easier, I'm going to take the camera off the mount and give you a bit of a close-up. Right, so here's your mount, and the mesh goes against there like that. However, there's nowhere for the screws to go. You can't screw the holes, you can't screw through the bumper. So what I'm saying is that this bumper here is missing a mount which runs along here and along the bottom, which allows the screws to be screwed into. Otherwise there is no way of getting this mesh to fit properly. You could try, I guess, and put it against like that, but it's just going to look sloppy. You could sort of maybe try and bend the mesh over and use some sort of automotive bond or adhesive, but it's just not going to have the professional look that it should have. So I'm currently in communication with the supplier about this. The mesh and the mount that we have here is not the issue, it's the actual bumper itself. The bumper was described as sort of excellent condition, but it's not going to be excellent condition if it has parts missing from it. The trouble is as well, is that these parts here, these are all genuine. This is genuine as well. The fixing that should run along here is not something that you can buy individually from Porsche. It's a part which it comes with the bumper. So when this bumper is bought from direct from Porsche, it will already have this mount welded to it. I'm sure it's like a plastic weld. However, there is absolutely nothing there, so I can't buy it, I can't put the mesh on, therefore the project is a complete It's a complete standstill at the minute until I can get this sorted out. Got all the other mesh mounts here. This is the mesh mounts here, and all the other appropriate mounts, but as I say, that is the only one which is causing a sticking issue at the moment, and I want to do it properly. I don't just want to put the mesh on and sort of add some adhesive to it, because it's just not going to look right when when you're using sort of parts which are costing thousands on a car which cost over £85,000, that is. Then you want to do it right, even if that means spending a few more £100. I'd rather do it right than do a bodge job. So that's where we are with regards to the GT3 bumper conversion. It's a shame it's taken so long. It's a shame that the seller of the bumper is not being as helpful as we'd want them to at this stage, but we will persevere, and if need be, we will completely return the bumper, get a refund on it, and then buy another one from somebody else and make sure it does have the mounts behind this mesh part. So thanks for watching. I doubt this will probably help anybody, if I'm honest with you. It's quite a unique situation in that the mount behind the mesh opening there is not even there, so if the chances are if anybody else is doing this, their bumper will come with the correct mount on the other side. So there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching.